Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. Time to take a look at Big Daddy. So this is going to be DOKKANFEST LR Omega Shenron. We're of course going to look at him at 55%. Remember, I do like to do these, 55% videos kind of as like the first time I use the character. That does mean we are going to be at link level 1 for this video, which... keep in mind, really for the GT Super Saiyan 4 characters, they do get massive amounts of stats from their links, like in a major way. But, Big Bad Boss's characters, of course, are Big Bad Boss's characters. You guys get it, right? Like, Big Bad Boss's characters. So, just understand that as we're looking at Omega Shenron in this video, it's going to be with Big Bad Boss's link level 1, so... we're going to maybe need to try and take some damage in order to activate Big Bad Bosses, something like that. So this, of course, is our third Omega Shenron Dokkan event right here. Omega Shenron has, now gotten some recent love with the Carnival LR Omega Shenron and the DOKKANFEST LR Omega Shenron. Before you guys know it, we're going to have two LR Kid Boos. We're going to have DOKKANFEST LR Kid Boo and Carnival LR Kid Boo. Which one are you guys looking forward to more? Guys, which ones are you looking forward to more? Which ones are you looking forward to more? Let me know. All right, anyway, I'm blabbering away. We got him up to LR. Let's go ahead. Let's jump in. Alright guys, so we pop Omega Shenron's intro, which means we could also pop his domain, and I think I'm just immediately gonna pop the domain as well. Especially in, okay, so Omega should work pretty well for a fight like this. I guess I did immediately jump into a really difficult fight, but, well, we are gonna get stunned here, huh? Maybe we'll run Omega, whatever. Let's just pop the domain. So the active skill is gonna give us a domain. There's no reason not to just do this. Let's just do it. Alright, maybe I'm crazy, but I do feel like they maybe could have turned the audio up for Omega right there. Y'all heard that? Like, bro, I'm straining my ears. Omega, can you speak up, dude? Jesus Christ. Is this Demon King Piccolo? Or Demon King Piccolo standby? Like, bro, you think you can speak up a little bit, Omega? Man, I'm hard of hearing now, dude, apparently. Jesus. Here, let's look at this battle motion again. It's clean. It's clean. It's clean. Yeah, see, so that's a good... okay, so, like, PHY, Perfect Cell. Think of their battle motions. At least, like, a flash. That gives it something. Omega's got that, too. Boom. Just, like, a little power-up, and we're good. Like, with PHY or Cell, right? Like, remember, Perfect Cell, though, like, after he revives, after Goku dies... that Perfect Cell, his battle motion will be crazy, because, he's got the electricity and the Super Saiyan 2 aura and shit like that, too, so he's gonna go really crazy. Alright, now, the first thing we're gonna have to talk about here, just quickly, is we have to establish exactly how much Omega Shenron has just dropped on the field, because it's not like, okay, like, Omega does this attack stat, oh, he's got this defensive stat, like, we have to understand, so, this is if all allies are extreme class characters. So they're telling you you're running a villain team, period. So now, extreme class allies get this extra 20% chance to crit. Cool. Extreme class allies 2 key 70% attack for 4 turns. Okay. extreme class allies getting 70% defense for 2 turns. And then GT boss characters getting 10% damage reduction for 2 turns. Like, we're just dropping this. We're dropping this. You know, after we do a bunch of attacks, this is kind of like the replacement for his, like, kind of like intro. Like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, this guy's got this. Tech Blue Kaioken Goku's got this, right? Int Hit kind of has this, where it's like you have intro buffs, and then you could kind of, like, do stuff to keep them once the intro buff wears off, right? Is sort of what that is. And then remember, we have the domain up, right? Actually, let me head back over. So we have Omega's domain. Earth, Shrouded, and Minus Energy is what this one is called. Okay. And the big part of this is it's going to give 25% extra attack to Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT Boss's characters, which is what Omega Shenron's team is. So, I feel like they could have done better with his team, right? Like, I was, like, looking through it. I'm not really the biggest fan. I don't have Nova Shenron grinded up yet. But let's just quickly jump over here and take a look at Shadow Dragon Saga. Yeah. So, okay. The Legion of Shadow Dragons is confirmed to get an EZA, right? Same thing with Texan Shenron. This guy, I'm telling you, to me, Texan Shenron is the piece. Like, I'm really interested to see what Texan Shenron's gonna look like, man. That shit is huge. And then, of course, there's also STR Omega Shenron as well. So, a lot of the Shadow Dragon characters, like, we are getting a lot of help coming for this Omega team, so that's good. So, okay, I blabbered away a lot. Let's just go. So, the support, the 2-turn support and the damage reduction support, that's triggered with a rainbow orb, so it's not up right now. I'm going to put Omega in slot 1 for now. I kind of would like Omega to not get stunned, but let's see how well he can, like, be put in a really tough position. So, I mean, this is 55% Link level 1. This is a very tough fight. Let's see how Omega will do right here. I don't know. I have no idea how well he's going to do. So let's go. Let's see. So, alright, Omega Shenron, let's see what you got, my boy. Now, of course, remember, we rainbow him, we give him the good equips, right? Link level 10, and, of course, he gets a lot better, right? Okay. 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 No biggie. I mean, I thought maybe we'd take some damage. You know, yeah, like 55%, you know, bad build, because, you know, Link level 1, sure. Okay, that was I had one 55% friend, so I guess we're gonna bring the 90% friend. That's okay, let's hop back in. Yeah, damn, I didn't realize you were gonna get cooked like that, my bad. Okay. Well, oh. Okay. Maybe we won't do this fight. We're probably just, yeah, okay. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, gamers. Okay. Yeah, so we'll go to a different fight. Now, the good news is, here, I guess I'll just play this. I do think Carnival Omega Shenron can kind of be like a bit of an option for us. But, I mean, it's going to help, you know, once both Omega Shenrons have gotten Rainbow Orbs. You know, once we start chaining the 2-turn damage reduction, that's going to massively help us. Yeah, looking at it now, I mean, if Omega Shenron can't go slot 1, we actually, I don't think can really do this. I mean, Rose can go slot 1 for sure. Full power Frieza probably can only on turn 1, but we're going to need to go to a different fight. I'm sure once Omega, you know, again, once we got him Link level 10, we got him with the good shit. I'm sure, like, physical Omega, we can come back in here and he'll be fine. But, I mean, remember, there's a huge difference between what he is right now. No equips, 55%, Link level 1. It's a big difference between when we're going to have him maxed out. I'm going to give this a shot with AGL Omega, who might be able to handle this. I don't know. Might be able to handle this. This is why it's unfortunate, by the way. The way they handled this, that, like, if physical Omega had been a sin, it would have made this guy a little bit better. We could dodge this. I don't know how we'll tank, but we can dodge it. We can dodge it. But we can dodge it. Beautiful, beautiful. Remember, this guy does have a revive, too. We could also use STR Perfect Cell. We could use... There are 7... Okay. We have a lot of options we could bust out. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll go down to a quest mode fight for Omega's team. It's okay. There's options we can run, but it's like... It's all... Like, okay, I don't know how I'd word it, but, like, they're not, like, okay, like, slot 1 right here in one of these fight type options. It's like, we have just, like, a bunch of good options on his team, right? Like just kind of, like, good characters. I mean, I guess we could run Tech Broly. Tech Broly that first turn could handle it. In order to, like, really be able to rock shit in there, because Great Ape Vegeta, I guess... I mean, dude, with all the super attacks that might be in slot 1... Yeah, I guess we'll just go to a different fight. We would need physical Omega Shenron to be able to sit in slot 1 in order to do that. I mean, I guess this is one thing. Gogeta at least does have a Ki Blast nullification, which would be nice in a lot of these fights. Omega's is a melee. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll just go to... the Goku Black and Zamasu fight, I guess. Is what we'll do. Probably like yeah, like that usual fight I was doing. Sure, let's go over there. All right, guys, we're hopping back in. I mean, one thing to consider, well, we're going to encounter the same problem here, but this Goku Black I don't think hits hard enough. I mean, one thing that might be an issue, for sure, right? I mean, I don't know if I want to say really issue, but Omega, he is not guarding. It's just raw damage reduction, right? So, I mean, we're fighting an STR boss. I mean, he could push Omega's shit in. I mean, we'll see what it's going to look like once we're leveled up and stuff like that. I don't like to just, like, run and hide in weak-ass fights. Like, let's, you know, see what shit looks like. So here's the friend Omega, who, does actually have level 10 big bad bosses. Okay, so you know what? Let's just chill here. We'll toss out the domain, get the domain buff. I mean, there's probably no reason not to do it. I mean, we could wait, I guess. I mean, this is a fight I might kind of, like, take my time with, but whatever. Let's just get it up for now. The domain is really only buffing our attack, though. Right, so we do want to keep that in mind. All right, let's hit this. Full power freeze, will be able to stack up nicely. And then let's go ahead and hit this. All right, let's see what we do. See how we do here. I mean, I could probably just chalk up the, you know, what we've seen so far. Wait, what? What the fuck? That's a 41? What? I mean, this is Link level 10, but 41 at 55%? Okay. That's pretty good. I mean, we do have the domain up, but, like, damn, Omega, okay. Sheesh. Now, so keep in mind, with Omega, right? Like, we're not just, like, looking at Omega, like, okay, like, here's Omega. Like, wow, he did a damage, he did defense, there he is. It's also all of the support and stuff like that he's giving to the rest of the team, right? Huge part of this character. All right, we just destroyed Goku Black in 2 seconds. This fight will allow us to show off Omega's 18 Ki, by the way, which is an AoE. A lot of people have been talking about Omega. Omega's bugged in some way. It's with his attack break on his 18 Ki. Let me actually show Omega's abilities here. This is also a thing that where we got, you know, destroyed by Blue Goku, by the way. You know, we wouldn't have had this up yet, which is big. So this will give him the... Oh, actually, hold on. Let me pull this up right here. Yeah, so I was going to click on Twitter. I was like, wait, what? I don't know what's showing on Twitter. Let's not pull that up on video, man. Just in case. All right. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have the ability that Gogeta does. He's just getting the defense. Yeah, okay. But he's got this attack break right here. Apparently, I think it's like some glitch that might involve because of it's attached to the AoE too. I don't know if we've seen an AoE that attack breaks like that. Piccolo Junior's does on his active skill, but it's not a super attack effect. It's from his active skill, right? So when we get this up, we'll get that defense right there. We'll get defense right here. Right, remember, Gogeta's only attack on his super attack effects. Omega is going to be only defense on his super attack effects. So they're ready for their easy A, chat. Right? An easy way they'll get stronger when they easy A is Gogeta will get defense on his super attack effects, and Omega will get attack on his super attack effects. Boom. There, you know, we got the easy A kits already all good to go here. All right, let's just see how we do. Remember, we do want to make sure we're hitting the rainbow orbs every turn. Now, right now, at GT Bosses is not, right, at Nova, STR Omega, Legion of Shadow Dragon, Texan, Shenron. That's 4 Shadow Dragon characters who are easying. Probably sometime around, like, the 28th or 29th is when I would guess. And they will be massive buffs to this team, right? You know, when we want to see Omega Shenron really rocking his full shit, it's going to be when he, you know, we got a lot of GT bosses who will get the extra damage reduction. Omega's still going to give the villains the multiple turn support, but then GT bosses get the damage reduction as well. Holy fuck, dude, 39? Talk, that's 55% Link level 1. 39 million, really? Again, like, understand, like Big Bad Bosses is not up right now. Like, we don't have that active. Damn, dude. Okay. He's got a little bit of a hammer on him, huh? God damn, dude. That's pretty good. This boy is swinging some sticks, dude. I did not expect his numbers to be that high. What the fuck? Okay. That's good. That's good. Yeah, so we saw, like, you know, the attack breaks and shit, right? Like, yeah, okay. Let's see what Omega does, I guess, without the domain as well. I mean, right now, in the Global Dokkan Celebration, these fights are more structured short. I mean, you know, the first half of the year, we had all these long fights, you know, characters designed for long fights, characters designed for festival, right? 10th anniversary characters were for festival. Saiyan Day were for festival. Golden Week was kind of like half and half. And then now we're on to the Global Dokkan Celebration where they're moving in a different direction. So it's... I mean, keep in mind, we're kind of split in between two halves of two metas right now. But, I mean, in these Global Dokkan Celebration fights, I'm sure, like, we are not going to really need to be too cautious about just tossing Omega's actives, right? We could probably just boom, 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 toss that shit, and we're going to be good to go. Remember, Omega's doing a lot of Rainbow Orb change in here. Is there any particulars of his kit that we need to discuss here? Again, so far, I've liked what I've seen from his damage. Just because, remember, we're, you know, so, like, low leveled right now. So we got all this up right there. I mean, I guess both Omega Shenrons are giving that, which has got to do with the damage. He's at the 50% damage reduction. This is one reason we saw him slaughtered by Blue Goku. But, I mean, now we're a couple of turns into the fight. So this is essentially going to be 70% the rest of the fight. With an Omega on each rotation. Right? So that's good. We got the 2-turn support. He does, like, good characters are going to kind of be set up this way now. Where they get attack when attacking. And they get defense when receiving an attack. It's how good characters are going to be set up. Guaranteed crits at 24 key is always very good. We are going to have to make sure to show his unarmed counter. I can't think of, like, a really relevant fight that's got an unarmed super attack. I guess Blue Goku. We'll just go into the Blue Goku fight, I suppose. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. We'll head to the Blue Goku fight after this. To get the unarmed super attack. I do think that a character like Full Power Frieza probably will be pretty effective here. Remember, LR Physical Buhan in like a floating rotate, like we could probably get away with LR Physical Buhan as like, you know, a floater, essentially, is the role we'd be running him in. STR Perfect Cell, I think Tech Broly could be used, Great Ape Vegeta, a lot of those characters, but, I mean, Great Ape Vegeta, if he was getting the damage reduction support from Omega 50? Dog, he's just at 50 right here. It's 55%. 50? What? I mean, I could see it with this Omega, man. I mean, I don't know. I do wonder if maybe, like, we take a shade of that offense and slide it to defense. If he might be a little bit better, but, I mean, I could definitely... Because the thing is, I don't, like... I can look at what a character is doing right here, and I can kind of, like, extrapolate it to Rainbow. And so, like, I'm looking at the way he's looking right now, and I'm like, holy fuck, dude. Like, you know, we still got a lot of progress on this character to go before he's at max potential. Like, how good... Like, how high is his ceiling, dude? So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing, actually. Let's hold on to this. Oh, we could do this. That only buffs Super Boss's characters for Goku Black and Zamasu. Let's see. We have 2 phases after this. Let's just hang on to it. Omega, we do want to make sure we're constantly keeping up his 18 key super. Oh, we're at 4 attacks, actually. Remember, once we get to 5 attacks, we get Extreme Class Allies 2 key 20% crit. And then we get Rainbow Orb Changing. These are permanent abilities he unlocks. So that'll be quite good for us. So let's go ahead and get ready to go to that. Okay, sure. Oops. I was going to hit the auto. That was going to make his active go up. Okay, there we go. I do have AGL Omega on the team. I don't know. I probably won't run AGL Omega again unless we're specifically going up against an enemy that could be debuffed. Wait, this is a melee? I didn't even realize this is a melee. Oh, shit. Okay, cool. This counts as a 5th attack, by the way. Yeah, that's fine. That gets him his buff. 30. Oh, so the domain really gives so much. We're 30 right there. All right. Oh, I didn't realize AGL Rose was a melee super boss. Okay, cool. That's great. Okay, great. So we got that in the video. Good, 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 good. All right, yeah, let's just keep going. Let's dominate, decimate, obliterate here. I do like that battle motion, man. Again, that's all they got to do. Like, it doesn't, you know, they don't need to have constant, oh my god, jaw-dropping aura like, you know, like Rose. It's just, not this one. But you know what I'm talking about. Like, he's just sitting there, arms out, like, hey, you know, come suck my penis. And, like, he's, like, you know, looking sick. Like, but, like, just that little flash that Frieza and Omega does, like, I think it's fun. It gives them flavor that PyCon, Super Saiyan Goku, like, a lot of those characters don't have, right? Perfect Cell, Base Form Broly, right? There's a bunch that aren't really too crazy. Omega's Link set right here. Link set is obviously very good. Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Fear and Faith, Shadow Dragons, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. Remember that Shadow Dragons is a huge Link, by the way. 20% attack and defense. So, Shadow Dragons, 20% attack and defense. Big Bad Bosses, 25% attack and defense. GT, 10% attack and defense. So, just at 3 links, we're at 55% attack and defense from those 3 links right there. So, that's huge. I mentioned it, again, the guy I'm really looking out for. Like, I know people are going to think about the Legion of Shadow Dragons, which is fine. But, I mean, that is a Battlefield LR. They could be very good, but it's a Battlefield LR. It's this. This is the one. Sin. That's who I'm really interested in. Now, he is only a banner unit, sub-EZA banner unit. So, no, he could be hit or miss. He's hit or miss. Same with the Legion of Shadow. Like, these guys could be good or bad. There's no way to tell. Like, you know, we've seen some Battlefield EZAs be pretty solid. Some band units have been really good. Some have been ass. I mean, if they make Sin in particular, this is the one, I'm telling y'all. They make him good, we're in business. He's the... I think he's the most important one. Sin. If you guys don't remember, Sin was actually stupid good when he came out during the 7th anniversary, but stop me if you've heard this before, he didn't have a fucking setup. You ever heard that before with a villain? Never, right? You guys have never heard that before with a villain, I'm sure. Kid didn't have a team. What a shock, right? But that was his issue. We could say that was so many villains, dude. Infusion Zamasu, Texan, Shenron. There's a laundry list. Deep. AGL, First Form, Frieza. We could just keep going and going and going with villains. Didn't even have teams, man. Never had teams. Very common thing. Nowadays with villains, I would say, I mean, I know Frieza's only last year, but especially with Super EZA now a thing, it's a little bit easier to set these villain teams up for success, I think. I mean, if this is... Omega probably attack broke the super attack. I think L or Omega probably attack broke it, actually. Unless it's a super attack right here. Oh, well, I think we're dead. What a shock. And maybe we live. That's from the Omega's support, but that's probably death. Oh my god, that's Omega. I think we lived only because of Omega. For real. Yeah, alright, let's pop this. We only played this one once. We could play it again. The domain. Let's go ahead and pop it. And then I'll probably... I might just throw Goku Black and Zamasu after that or something. Yeah, the only thing, chat, is I want to tell, like, yo, speak up, kid. Speak up. Use your adult fucking voice, Omega. I think a lot of people would say that they vastly prefer the global voice for Omega Shenron. I feel like I'm mostly neutral on that one. I would definitely... Goku's Japanese voice, don't even fucking dare. It's perfect. Omega, though, I don't know if they really chose the right voice actor for Omega. I don't know how fitting it is for the JP version. I actually think what the global does is fine. Like the English dub for Omega, I think is fine. You know, actually a comparison I could make. I do want Omega potentially get hit right here. A comparison I could make is to Yami Merrick in Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub has got to be the worst fucking voice of all time. Maybe the Naruto main character dub voice, Naruto's voice, is also one of the worst ever. Like Omega, but like I feel like Yami Merrick, Dark Merrick, and Omega Shenron, the dubs were going for the same thing. Omega Shenron, they succeeded. Dark Merrick, Yami Merrick, they fucking face planted so hard, dude. Horrible. I don't care what no one says. Lock me up, chain me up, beat me down. I'm gonna be bloody hanging from my chains saying that Yami Merrick voice fucking sucks ass, dude. I don't care. That shit is trash. Omega, though, I think the dub Omega voice is fine, right? No problem. Alright, let's go, Omega. I would love to see Omega super attack and then get hit by a super. Wait, dude, what? Wait. No additional. Doesn't he have an additional? Yeah, no, he doesn't. So his only additionals, he only has an additional from his intro. Yeah, that's something that's kind of like went right over my head. So he only would have, after his intro wears off, which is 2 rotations essentially. It's just his first 2 turns. He has his intro additional. After that, he might only do 1 additional. Okay, this is a scary... We're dead. We have no chance. Yeah, we're fucked. We're gonna die here. We have no chance of surviving this turn, I think. Alright, maybe AGL Omega. Maybe, dude. AGL Omega just attack broke the super attack. What do we think? Do we maybe do this? Well, the friend is link level 10. So the friend is 55%. Man, I mean, how sick would it be if Zamasu supers at the end back there? I don't know. I mean, make a prediction. Make a call. I'm going to look up the super attack rate of what this kid does. Fusion Zamasu supers for, I think, about 7 million. We saw Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just, you know, yum, 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 yum. I'll have another, please. Double digits, right? So, Zamasu's super attack rate is 20%. Man, I think that Tech Pan slot. Oh, the only thing is, I do regret bringing Carnival Omega. I'm probably going to retire Carnival Omega. Unless we get attack debuff, there's no point in bringing Carnival Omega. Alright, I'm gonna give this a try. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bank on the super attack being in the Tech Pan slot. And I'm looking to put, you know, the Showcase Omega in front of the super attack. If Zamasu Super is in slot 3, well, I guess we could potentially hit him potential system dodge it, I suppose. Alright, so I'm banging on the Tech Pan slot being the super. Oh, right, but we do attack break it. Oh, that actually... Well, if Zamasu doesn't super at the end, then we could just say, yeah, well, because we attack broke it. One of the two Omega Shenron attack breaks got rid of it. There's a lot of value in that, too, by the way. The attack break on the 18-key super. We've won so many runs off of, you know, attack breaks. Plus Scouter is really strong. Alright, let's hope Fusion Zamasu is not supering back in. If he is, I'll really, really, like, be like, okay, dude. Nice. Yeah, we must have attack broken it. Sweet. That's great. Alright, let's go. Here, hold this. Alright, cool. Let's just get Omega right there in slot 1. Yeah, let's do it. Just because, like, I mean, even if we get washed away right here, we could see how well he'll tank, right? Like, regardless, when we're doing these runs, there's going to be a lot of runs where we need Omega in slot 1. So let's see how he does. AGL Rose is probably not even going to get hit on this run, or this turn. Like, we'll definitely kill Omega. We are buffing Fusion Zamasu, by the way. Keep in mind that, I mean, Omega is a big domain character. So, this is giving the enemy Fusion Zamasu 25% attack as well. So, we do want to keep that in mind. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's a... Ha 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 ha. It's an unarmed. That went over my head again. Well, I mean, dude. Showcase ended up being perfect. And then, yep, here, hold this attack break. I don't know, man. When you consider, like, I was looking at a lot of these characters' numbers too. I think Omega's pretty fucking crazy. Like, the support he's giving all these characters, and then the numbers Omega is hitting at 55%, Link level 1. I don't know, chat. Like, I really think, like, yeah, man, he might be number 2. He might be number 2. I need to see how well, like, if he's number 2, even type disadvantage against that blue, like, he'll be able to live that blue Goku or something, though. But, I mean, he's up there. Dokkan, one thing about this celebration, I feel like people are going to really begin to start really fucking crying salty tears about the blue Vegito character. Like, I get it. Yeah, the attack, trust me, dude. I want you guys know I'm Mr. Hype Moments and Aura, man. Like, yes, I want them to fuse. But I think people are going to get really negative about that character in particular, even though they're really, really good. Goku Black and Zamasu, I'm not really seeing too much negativity about them. But of the 4 characters, I don't think any of the 4 are fumbles. They're all 4 really good. Like, I would be so willing to just be like, that's the top 4 right now. Omega, Gogeta, Blue Goku and Vegeta, and Goku Black and Zamasu. Something in that order. Omega seems quite good. Quite good. Alright, guys. We are good to go, I think. I don't want to overdo it with getting footage of him in this weakened state, 55% Link level 1. I think we saw some good stuff. Now, keep in mind, when we see him next in the Rainbow video, I mean, his numbers are going to be flying off the screen, dude. Like, I feel like I was quite impressed by what we saw. Well, I'm excited to get in this Rainbow one. So this is World Shrouded in Evil Power, Omega Shenron. Leader skill is Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT Bosses. Category Key 3, 200% HP, 170% to stats, and then the extra 50% is for Shadow Dragon Saga, Worldwide Chaos, or Battle of Fate characters. I'm not the biggest fan of his team. Okay, so, like, how do I describe this? Omega Shenron's team right now, like, okay, so, like, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is surrounded by, like, all these, like, Z tier characters, right? Like, Goku Black and Zamasu are on that level, and then Omega's on that level, and then the rest of it is just kind of like, like A and S tier characters, like, just like, solid, good characters. Tech Buhan's not, domain clashing with Omega. It's the same thing with STR Cell, honestly. Although STR Cell, I mean, can be solid. I'm not dying to run AGL Cell because he sucks his first 2 turns. Then he's great his first 2 turns and perfect, and then he kind of falls off again. Like, it's just like we've got a lot of just kind of like solid characters on the team and not like the elite top of the town. So, I mean, I'm looking at this and it's like, this is all good, but I'm like dying for more help for Omega already. But like, I kind of want like top tier help, not like another, STR Cell. Like, I'm looking for like another Goku Black and Zamasu, that's what I'm looking for. So I don't know. We'll see. Passive skill, Diabolical Abilities. He activates his intro if all allies on the team are extreme class characters. So they all got to be villains. Not the biggest deal really, but they just all have to be villains. Extreme class allies get 20% crit support. And then he changes Tech Key Spheres or AGL Key Spheres to Rainbow Key Spheres. And then he gets a guaranteed additional super. And then Extreme Class Allies get 2 key 70% attack for 4 turns. So, I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Omega Shenron. I mean, really, Blue Goku and Vegeta count as well. And, like, all the characters, they're designed for the special battle event. Like, for sure. The special... I don't know. I know we're getting the birth of the Shadow Dragon event is getting a boss rush too. We might still get a harder fight, but the special battle fights, like, that might be kind of like the cream fights for the end of the year. We'll see what happens with like Tanabata and stuff though. All right, so there's that. Then basic effects here. 3 key, 300% attack and defense. An additional 1 key per key sphere obtained. 50% damage reduction, and change physical or int key spheres to rainbow key spheres. So the field, remember, is going to be flooded with rainbow key spheres. Especially if we're running even one more rainbow orb changer. I mean, we're going to have that shit everywhere. Then with a rainbow key sphere obtained, Omega will give extreme class allies 70% defense for 2 turns. And then GT bosses characters get 10% damage reduction for 2 turns. So, I mean, like, Carnival Omega, I mean, that's definitely going to help him quite a bit. I mean, we did see him, like, you know, he was usable. Like, we could run him. I'm really curious to see what some of these other GT bosses, like Shadow Dragon characters, EZAs, are going to look like. I got to grind up Nova Shenron as well. You know, we've got some interesting stuff going on. So there's that. Omega gets 150% attack when attacking. When key is 18 or more, he gets 150% attack when attacking. And then he gets 150% defense when receiving an attack, so that's great. He gets guaranteed crits at 24 key. And then when receiving an unarmed super attack, he has a 70% chance to nullify encounter. And then he has a guaranteed nullification encounter if HP is 70% or below. Then after Omega does 5 attacks in battle, extreme class allies get 2 key and 20% crit. And then he changes tech or AGL key spheres to rainbow key spheres, starting from his next turn. So, again, he's one of these characters. I mean, Gogeta, if we look at Gogeta, he has some similarities. And, I mean, if we look at Tech Blue Kaioken, and I believe Int Hit as well, where it's kind of like what these characters do is, like, you know, they have their intro buff, you know, for a couple of turns, which is what, you know, intro buffs for a lot of characters historically have been. But then they're giving you the ability to get most of it back somehow, right? Blue Kaioken's got that. I mean, AGL Gogeta's got a little bit of that down here, right? Like, we've seen this with a lot of these characters where it's now, like, these are also, all these characters we're looking at, these are top tier major celebration characters, right? So that's kind of like the way Dokkan is looking to do this. Like, you'll use up the buffs, but then you could get them right back, which is good. So, okay, so there's that. Then Omega has his active skill, Devastating minus Energy, which creates his domain. So he could do this if there's an Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT boss ally in the turn, which is his entire leader skill. So you're gonna have that up. Or after Omega does 5 attacks in battle. I don't know where we would get this. Like, in what situation would we not just get it from this? I have no idea. And then he creates the domain Earth Shrouded and minus Energy for 3 turns. So then he has his domain, his Dokkan field, Earth Shrouded and minus Energy. Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, or GT bosses category enemies and allies get 25% attack. And then increase damage received by superclass enemies and allies by 20%. Plus an additional 10% for characters on Earth Protecting Hero, Fuse Fighter, or GT heroes. So it's just going to be a huge amount of extra damage that Omega Shenron is adding to the team with the Dokkan field, the domain, right? Omega's 12 key super attack is the Dragon Flash Bullet, which gives 30% defense for 1 turn, colossal damage to the enemy, and then greatly lowers enemy attack and defense. So that'll be good if we can attack debuff an enemy, right? The debuff is not bad. Omega's 18 key super attack, his Ultra super attack, is the Demon Death Ball. He gets 50% defense for 4 turns, mega colossal damage. It's an AoE, and then he attack breaks enemy's action once within the turn. I've seen some clips. Seems like it's bugged or glitched. I'm not really too sure what happens with it, but the attack breaks can go a little bit wonky, and he could start attack breaking a lot more than just one. I mean, I'm sure we'll see a notice in the news pop up and it'll be fixed, but yeah, right now he's probably a little stronger than intended because he can, like, these, like, it could just attack break, like, a ton of actions, right now. So there's that. 12 key multiplier, 160, nice, and 24 key, 200%, beautiful, that looks good. Ling set is Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Fear and Faith, Shadow Dragons, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Nice, good villain Ling set right there. Here, of course, are his best linking partners, you know, the Sin and Legion of Shadow Dragon. Both of these guys right here are EZAing Again, probably in like the 28th, I would imagine, 28th, 29th. So we'll see, but I definitely have high hopes. This is the one I'm really looking for, guys. This guy. This guy, I'm very hopeful for him. So there is that. Last thing we got to do is we got to just take a look at the categories for this guy. Certainly, I do think that Omega right here, he would have really benefited quite a bit if he would have been probably a transforming character. I mean, obviously, they were going for just, like, dominant start-of-turn crazy characters here. But, like, if he would start as a Sin, it would have been pretty good for, you know, using Carnival Omega and stuff like that. But, I mean, this guy does seem crazy with all of his support. And then, obviously, there's this Dokkan field right there. Pretty cool. All right, in terms of category teams, Omega has the Inhuman Deeds category, which does have the Goku Blacks on it. So that's pretty good right there, okay. Then Goku Black also, or excuse me, Omega Shenron is on Power Absorption. Most of these characters I'm not really too high on right now. Remember, there is Baby as well. I can't forget Baby. We got to be rocking Baby. I'll probably try and do the showcase for LR Baby tomorrow. You know, because remember, he does have his time-limited buffs, LR Baby, which is good. Then there's the GT Bosses category, which I clicked. Which is, like, obviously, like, offensively bad right now, but we've got a bunch of EZAs coming. And, again, Baby has his time-limited buffs, so we'll check him out, see how good he looks. Omega's also on the Shadow Dragon Saga category team. So, nice, you know, for more options here. Remember, this Fusion, Peppy Gal, and World Tournament were basically, those were like the first 4 categories. Kind of the initial wave of categories way back in the day. Crazy that they started with Shadow Dragon Saga, but they did. Then, Omega's also on, what is this? This is Worldwide Chaos. Oh, wait a minute. Worldwide Chaos. He did get this. Oh, okay. Yeah, wait a minute. They gave him that because of his domain. Hang on, hold the phone. Dude, they gave him that because of his domain, Worldwide Chaos. I was like, wait, what? Worldwide? He is on Worldwide Chaos. Because, like, look at this. Let's just pull up all the rest of them. Look. And him, too. Yeah, these guys aren't on Worldwide Chaos. None of them are. So, I mean, that's... Okay. That's very pleasing, actually. That he got that. I mean, obviously it makes... I mean, dude, look at what happens in the domain animation, right? Like, yeah, obviously he's on Worldwide Chaos. Okay, that's great. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, wait a minute, that's Worldwide Chaos? I thought he wasn't on it. Yeah, damn. Okay, cool. So his domain does put him on Worldwide Chaos. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Because obviously there's a lot of, you know, big time villains over there. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so we got the Worldwide Chaos. Yep, nice. Yeah, I was like reading in his leader skill too. It just didn't even occur to me. I guess, you know, this is what happens when you've recorded 15 videos in one day. He's on Battle of Fate as well. I was really hoping that he would lead Battle of Fate, but I mean, I don't know. It looks like his leader skill, the team is going to end up being fine in the long run anyway. So no reason to keep whining about it. But yeah, Battle of Fate, obviously very good. And then finally, full power down here. The full power category. So there we go. There is the DOKKANFEST LR Omega Shenron. We will quickly get him rainbowed, max links, all this stuff. I think that this guy is going to be looking pretty good once he's rainbowed. Pretty damn good.